we're back by popular demand. Everyone wanted to see the coveted Royals rebuild, so let's go ahead and do it. I know that we're already in June, but better late than never on this thing. The biggest reason I have not done this is I have not played MLB probably a tenth of what I did last year already. I think at this point I had days into the game, and right now I'm at about 20 hours into the game. So I haven't played the game as much this year, and because of that I haven't started the Royals rebuild, but clicked on this to see it, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're just going to use the current rosters that are out right now. So as of 5/30/6/1, these are the current rosters, and we're just going to roll with those and see what happens. All right, so we're in. We're gonna pick the Royals here, and we're gonna do our best to try to rebuild them. Usually, I play a bunch of the games, but honestly, this year's game just hasn't really done it for me. There's just a lot of bugs and a lot of just dumb things that keep me from really playing it. So, we're not going to we're going to play, but we're not going to play every game like we have in the past. The biggest thing is don't have a lot of time. The game itself just seems off, and so because of those reasons, we're just going to basically just do the rebuild. We are going to jump into a few games and play, but it's basically just the rebuild of it. I'm going to turn GM contracts off because I plan on going longer than 3 years, and knowing the Royals, we won't win for 3 years, so I might get fired. So because I have less control over it this time, because normally I play most of the games going into it, but not this year. We're not going to do that. Most of the stuff I will handle as we go. We're probably going to be turning on. Let's just skip spring training, go on to regular season here, and we are going to make some changes. But the first thing we're going to do in user settings is we are going to turn on. So we're going to have critical situations on, and we're probably going to jump into a few of those games. So I am not going to be playing all of the games in this one. I'm not going to be playing like certain days like before. I've done like I play the games of certain pitchers, simulate the rest. We're just going to jump into important games and important moments and try to get us a few wins, but mostly just rebuild. We want to rebuild them, so we're going to just rebuild them that way. All right, so we are in the opening screen. We're going to take a look at our roster. It's going to make a few ups and downs. We're not going to really trade anybody right now, but we're kind of going to get everything set up for this rebuild. And how we're going to do this is we're going to play a bunch of the critical moments. We're not going to play like full games or anything, but you're going to get the gist of how the rebuild is going through the critical situations. And so we're not going to do it again. We're not going to do every single critical situation, because if Salvi has 2 home runs and they're trying to get you to do the third and we're up, I'm not going to get in there and try to hit a home run. Like, that's kind of just pointless. So we're just going to do kind of the critical situations where it might impact whether we win or lose or something like that. But ultimately, we're going to let the Royals basically just play and sim as we go. And we're just going to make the roster changes and the changes needed to try to rebuild this team. All right, let's take a look at our starting pitchers. We're probably just going to go with what we have here. Kind of leave everything alone. Make sure guys like this get some playing time, because they need playing time. Not going to help them if they're sitting on the bench. Ben Hernandez, I guess those guys can kind of just chill. Yeah, those are all D guys. This guy is, let's do this. Class A, Triple A, mostly because I know Ben Hernandez actually does pretty good in most rebuilds. And then we're just going to go with the normal people here. We're just going to kind of leave it. We're just going to kind of leave it at what they had here for us. This guy's going to go up to AAA though. No, AA. Go up to AA just because he has a better chance at doing something for us than that guy. That's fine. Now, this is where it gets crazy. So, I am going to go with Salvi being DH. Cam Gallagher, I say we put down in AAA. Probably use one of his things, though, huh? Yeah, so let's move him down to AAA. Use one of his minor leaguers. And then AAA there. Don't know who most of these people are. First baseman. Santana is obviously going to be our first. These, I guess, we'll just leave them there. This guy probably should be playing in AAA, right? I would assume. He's a AAA guy. This guy, I would assume, well, you're in AA. Probably a AA guy. This guy shouldn't even be on the roster. Alright, so move him down. This guy should only be a AA. Should just move him down too, because they're bad. They're really bad. And then let's move this guy up to AA. Alright, Bobby Witt, our third baseman. Keep him there. Everything looks here. Fine. We need a AAA guy to go up to the majors. I'll deal with that here in a second. Brady McConnell probably should go to AAA for this this guy here. Class A. Boom. Okay. Major League. Isbell's gonna start in the majors. Okay. I'm down with that. Anything crazy here? AAA. AAA. Probably leave, I guess. Yeah, we'll leave it. Olivares, center field with Taylor. I guess that's fine. And then Pena's got to be in at least AA. So we'll go AA there. We'll move this guy down. Should probably move him down to AA. Actually, let's move him to Class A. And then we might even move this guy to Class A as well from AA. But I need a AAA guy. Should we let's put Pena in AAA, see how he does. If he's struggling, we'll move things around. So that's going to be it for that. We are needing a guy from AAA to go up to the majors. And I think maybe we put Vines up there. Maybe put him in the bullpen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where do we need major league players? So we have 2 catchers, 1, 1, 1. So we need someone in here to come in and play. I think O'Hearn is the guy that they started with in the majors. So let's move him up to up to the majors, and we'll play like that. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to set up the scouting, and then I'm also going to set up the rosters, and once I get that set up and we're ready for opening day, which we'll play a little bit of, we'll be ready to go. All right, we are ready for opening day, which I would assume we get into. I'm not 100% sure, but I've done everything else. We're ready to go for opening day. Let's go ahead and sim through in the calendar. Sim through day. Looks like critical situation. Top of the 9th. We're down 2-3 on opening day. Looks like we got a guy on second and first. Salvi up. Let's jump into it. 2-2 count to Salvi. And the strikeout of Salvi. And with the strikeout there of Taylor, that's going to do it. Kansas City going to lose opening day against Cleveland. Not off to a good start.